Hello, everyone. My name is Dan Grolemund. I work as the Director of Rehabilitation at Warren General Hospital in Warren, Pennsylvania. I've worked in the field of rehab now for over 14 years. Additionally, I just received my MBA from Clarion University. My experiences with patients since 1999, along with learning about business concepts like productivity, efficiency, and time management, have all helped to give me a unique perspective toward life. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not Dr. Phil or anything like that. I don't have a PhD. I'm just an average guy with big eyes and big ears who loves to study about people and who's been doing it for a long time. Let me tell you a little bit about what I've come up with.
The average lifespan is between 79 and 80 years. This equals about 29,000 days. That's it. That's all we get. Sadly, in talking with my patients, I found that the majority of people live in regret. They become bitter, angry, or jealous in terms of how they live their lives. By the time they realize this, most of their 29,000 days are gone. I can't tell you how many times I've heard the elderly or terminally ill patient say, "I should have been a better parent," or "I should have been a better spouse," or "I should have done this or that with my life." They don't realize this until it's too late. What I'm proposing is that we all begin to examine our lives right now. First of all, let's get a rough idea of how many days we have left in this world. You can get the exact number by multiplying your age by 365. Take a look at the chart and find the age closest to yours. For example, a 55-year-old individual has already used over 20,000 days. He or she has less than 9,000 days left. Do not be scared by this number. In fact, this calculation should do the opposite. It should guide and motivate you toward doing what is most important. I've found that the majority of people glide through life, not making the most of the precious time they have here. For example, if today is day 20,075 for you, understand that you will never get day 20,075 back. It's gone. You're one day closer to day 29,000. That just doesn't leave much time to do what we need to do in this world before we die. In reality, we don't have that many days to live. I like to think of it this way. Imagine that when you die, the first thing you see is a large book. It contains 29,000 pages, one page for each and every day of your life. Each page details what you did that day, how you treated others, and what you accomplished. When you get to read your book, how depressing will it be to see what's on those pages? If you could rewrite this book, what would you include? What would you do differently? More time with your kids or your spouse? A different career? A better relationship with God? A life without addiction? What would be missing from your book? My point here? Start valuing every day. Find what's truly important. Make sure that when you die and get to read your 29,000 page book, nothing important is left out. You don't get to go back and write the book again or rip out pages. You only get one life, you only get 29,000 days. Spend each and every one of them wisely. Start right now. Don't waste any more of your precious days. You might be asking yourself, okay, how do I start making the most of each day I have left? Many people that live with regret have made major mistakes in their lives. These mistakes have robbed them of the joy and satisfaction that we all seek. Instead, their last 5 or 10,000 days are spent wondering what if, and being bitter and angry about the choices they've made. In reality, we've all made mistakes. There is no perfect person. However, what separates the happy person from the angry, bitter person is how we address our problems. In my opinion, there are 4 simple steps to problem solving and fulfillment. They are reality, honesty, growth, and maturity. This 4-step method applies to almost all problems you may encounter. Step 1 is an easy one. Reality. The reality, as I've discussed, is that I've got 29,000 days. Okay? Simple, right? Reality is the first step to resolution of all problems. The second step is honesty. Here, we define our problem. For example, I don't have a good relationship with my kids. My marriage isn't good. I'm overweight. I'm angry at God. I hate my job, etc., etc. The third step is growth. This is the biggie. What can I do to fix the problem, or at least try to fix the problem? Remember, we don't want to be bitter or full of regret. Life is just too short. All you can do is give 100% effort to do the right thing. I found that the most growth occurs when we examine ourselves. I can't always change the person next to me, but I can most definitely change myself. The key? It's okay to say, I'm sorry, or I was wrong. Most of the world is too proud to say these things. I'm sure you know people who will never utter these words. However, these will be the people who are the most unhappy later in life. They will be the ones with emptiness and anger, wishing they could rewrite their book. Be the bigger person here. Saying I'm sorry or I was wrong will often open the lines of communication and allow healing and resolution to take place. So many lifelong grudges result because neither person will give in. To me, if you are at least 1% at fault here, you must try to resolve things. For example, if you haven't spoken to your kids in a long time and you say, they turned their back on me and it's not my fault, I think you need to ask yourself, am I even 1% responsible for this situation? Most of the time, the answer will be yes. So, now that you've accepted some responsibility, pursue every avenue for making things right. Do not be too proud here. Two of the best ways to do this are through the statements, I'm sorry or I was wrong. Only by properly going through these first three steps are we able to achieve the final step, which is maturity. Here, we are able to live our life happy and without regret. Hopefully, we have either corrected the problems we had and will get to salvage some of our remaining 29,000 days with our loved ones, or, at the worst, we know we have done everything we could have to try to make things right. Remember, all we can change is ourselves. That's it. If you said I'm sorry or I was wrong and truly gave 100% to rectify the problem, it's okay. Not everyone in the world is ready to be realistic, honest, to grow, or to be mature. However, my goal for this video is that more people will be willing to try.
Thanks a lot for watching my video today. I really look forward to your questions, comments, and hopefully some success stories. Additionally, I hope to make a couple more videos in the upcoming months. Please look at my website at 29000days.com. Again, that's 29000days.com. I hope each of your remaining days are filled with success, happiness, and fulfillment. Thanks a lot for watching.